Thanks for tuning into my video today. Today we're going to talk about the H&K P7. The H&K P7, they make an M13 and an M8. The M13 is 13 rounds, the M8 is 8 rounds. They also make a police special in it. Now, there is a blue one that you're looking at, and there is some nickel ones that have surfaced, but a lot of those are just replated guns. The actual history of the gun is that West German police, they wanted to get an advanced 9mm service pistol. They wanted to replace the 7.65mm Browning caliber weapons. It was because there was a Munich Olympics massacre, and in 1972 they wanted new firearms to meet certain qualifications. One, it would be 9mm, weigh no more than 35 ounces, and the dimensions would not exceed 180 by 130 by 34 millimeter. And it should have a muzzle energy of no less than 500 joules and a service life of at least 10,000 rounds. The pistol was also be fully ambidextrous, safe to carry with a loaded chamber, and able to quick draw and ready to fire. As a result, there was a competitive bid, and there was 3 different pistols in the service: Swiss Sig Sauer P225, designated as the P6, and 2 German designs, the P7, officially designed as the PSP, and the Walther P5. The series production of P7 started in 1979, and shortly after it was adopted by the German Federal Police Counterterrorism Unit and the Army Special Forces formulations. The P7 was primarily produced by H&K, but also under license by the Greek defense firm Hellenic Arms, and as well as by Mexico by the Department of Millar, a sidearm for the general officers and staff. P7 basically is a semi-automatic blowback operated firearm. Features a unique gas-delayed blowback locking system molded on the Swiss pistol, a 47W+F Wallenbach burn. The ignited cartridge feeds gases through a small port in the barrel in front of the chamber to retard the rearward motion of the slide. It's accomplished by the means of a pistol contained inside piston chamber inside the cylinder under the barrel that opposes the rearward motion of the slide until it passes the gas pressure has declined. Chamber is 18 flutes that aid in the extraction process. Early versions of this pistol were uncomfortable to shoot. After the content of 2 magazines were fired due to heating, the advantages of the system or simpler manufacturing process they adopted, with the locking system and high mechanical accuracy. The grip of the pistol, of course, features a built-in cocking lever. This gun, like I say, is fed from a single stack box or a double stack, 8 or 13 rounds. They made 2 different ones. Between 1982 and 1983, the P7 received several modifications, mainly to address the American market demand for shooter preferences. These resulted in the P7M8 model. A new magazine release lever available on both sides of the frame was installed, and also they came out with the M13. The Hector and Clutch P7K3 22 long rifle slide and barrel installed. Additional 32 ACP and 2 magazines were visible. They made a bunch of different reiterations of this gun, and the gun is well known throughout history. Now, the final production run, they made 500 of the P7M8 pistols, were produced under A&H date with the date code of 2007. Each is marked on the right side of the slide with X of 500. Now, I just wanted to get into say some things about the gun. I was thinking of buying one, and there's people that are actually asking insane prices for these guns. These guns are not worth $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I've seen these guns on Arms List and other places on the internet for $1,500 to $2,000. However, it is a fairly expensive gun. It's a reliable gun, but there is no way a P7, M8, or M13 is worth thousands of dollars. I probably, at maximum, a mint gun, I would not spend more than $2 grand for this gun. And you can find a lot of guns out there. If you just want a shooter, unless you're a collector, if you just want a shooter, you can find them for anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. There's some right on the internet right now for $1,300-$1,400, pretty much complete with 4 or 5 magazines. A little worn, but if you're going to get it, you're going to probably shoot it anyway. But thanks a lot for tuning in, and I appreciate your time. But I just wanted to bring up some information about the P7, M8, M13. They're not worth as much as you think they are. They're nice guns. They're nice. They're different, but I don't think that difference is really makes them worth that much. But it is a nice gun. Thanks a lot, guys.